Well, hello friends, welcome back to another Truth for Today. I'm Pastor Mike, coming to you from the Lighthouse Baptist Church here in Seagrove, and we hope today's devotional thought finds you doing extremely well. We're taking our reading this morning out of the book of James, chapter number 3, and I guess if I'm going to title this devotion, I would title it this: Have you tamed your tongue? In the book of James, chapter 3, James is talking about one of the greatest struggles that man faces, and that is the ability to tame his tongue. Notice he says this in verse number 8 of chapter 3 of James: "But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing. My brethren," James says, "these things ought not to be so." James said that this idea of getting control of the tongue is a perplexing issue. He says, if you think about it, he said, there's no way we should be blessing God, which means testifying about His goodness in our life, and then turning right around and cursing man who's made after the similitude of God. You ever heard the old saying, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all? And some people, and most of us, do struggle with this area or issue in some form or fashion. But for some people, if it wasn't for negative things, they wouldn't have nothing to say. Now, here's the key. He said this: "But the tongue can no man tame." And then he says about the tongue, it's an unruly evil full of deadly poison. Well, if no man can tame the tongue, then what are we doing? What is the point or emphasis behind the text? The key is this: we can't tame our tongue, but through Christ and our submission to His Word and His will, the tongue can be kept in subjection. For you and I, it's going to be a challenge. Maybe the challenges of all challenges of your Christian life. Maybe to get to the place where before you speak, you ask yourself, whatever I'm getting ready to say, number one, do I want to have to give an account for this at the judgment seat of Christ? Number two, is it going to be problematic that I, with one breath, bless the Lord, and with another breath turn right around and curse my fellow man? It's a lot to think about. It's a challenge. I don't know about you, but it's an area that I've yet to master. I don't have this down pat. I want to work on it. I want to get better at it. I'm definitely convicted by what James said about it. So today, let's you and I strive, make a commitment, mind you. Maybe make it something we think about regularly before we speak. Think about the idea that out of that same mouth should not proceed both blessing and cursing. Friend, today I'm going to be honest with you. I'm convicted and I am challenged. And I want to pray with you, and I hope you'll pray for me, that we'll be more studious in taming our tongue. As always, may the Lord richly bless you today, is our prayer.